Hello friends, today we'll be discussing about the various features of Northeast India. This is BA Political Science course for 6th semester students under Manipur University. The title of our paper is Government and Politics of Northeast India. But before we begin, let me give a small information to 6th semester students. That is, on July 30th, the Examination Standing Committee of Manipur University for undergraduate courses have decided that there will be no offline examination this semester because of the prevailing circumstances. Rather, there will be online exam for 50 marks, and the date of exam has been tentatively fixed from August 30 to September 10. So now we are having just 1 month. So I'll try to take up the topics one after another as quick as possible so that we can finish on time. And try to also remember that form fill up for your exam will start from 5th of this month itself. Let's begin with a map. Here you can see the political map of Northeast India. This is Sikkim, the latest state to join Northeast India. Here we have Arunachal Pradesh in the northern part. In the eastern part we have Nagaland and Manipur, and in the southern part we have Mizoram and Tripura. And here in the western or southwestern part we have Meghalaya, and at the center we have Assam, which is the gateway to not only to other northeastern states but also Southeast Asia and East Asia. The Northeast India constitutes the states of Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Manipur, Meghalaya, Mizoram, Nagaland, Sikkim, and Tripura. They are known as 8 siblings and referred to as 8 sisters, or sometimes 7 sisters and 1 brother. 7 sisters referred to the 7 states which were part of northeastern states earlier, and 1 brother referred to the Sikkim, which became part of Northeast India only very recently. The various features of Northeast India can be discussed under the following heads: geography, people, economy, natural resources, culture, unity in diversity, and from the strategic point of view. All these points have been discussed in the previous class, so I will try to go as fast as I can so that we don't take much time. Maximum I'll try to take 10 minutes to complete all these slides. So in case you have problem with it, you can contact me, or you can pause the video, or you can stop the video for a while and read the slide by yourself. I mean, since we have already discussed most of the points in our earlier video, I'll just go as fast as we can. First, let's talk about geography. The size of the area of northeastern states is 263,179 square kilometer, or in other words, the area is 2.63 lakh. This is approximately 8% of the total geographical area of the country. Location: the northeast region is located between 21.57 degree north to 29.30 degree north and 88 degree east to 97.30 degree east. Isolation: Northeast India is isolated because of the geographical condition. As you can see here, it is connected with just a small corridor, which is sometimes known as Siliguri corridor or the chicken neck. So, because of its geographical location, Northeast has been isolated from the rest of the country. And as I have just discussed, It is physically connected with mainland India by a small corridor or narrow passes of foothills in North Bengal. In other words, the region shares 98% of its total borders, or more than 98% of its total boundary with neighboring countries, and a mere 2% with India. In terms of population, now let's come to the people. The population of the northeastern region is 4.54 crore, which is 3.76% of the total population of the country according to 2011 census. The region is racially and linguistically characterized as a diverse region. There are more than 200 ethnic groups, out of which 138 tribal groups are recognized as scheduled tribes. These scheduled tribes in the whole of India is about 8.2% of the total population, but 26.93% of the people in Northeast region. As compared to scheduled tribe, scheduled caste has relatively low population in Northeast. Now, there are more than 220 languages spoken in Northeast India, which belong to different language families. But some of the main languages spoken in the region are English, of course, and Hindi, Assamese, Khasi, Garo, Jaintia, Manipuri, Mizo, Nagamese, Kuki, Bengali, Nepali, Bhutia, and such other languages. But in total, there are more than 220 languages in the region. When we talk about religion, Hinduism has maximum followers in Northeast India. It is mainly found in Brahmaputra Valley of Assam, in far valley of Manipur and Tripura plains. Now, the second most populous religion in the Northeast is Christianity. Christianity is mainly found in Nagaland, Mizoram, and the hills of Manipur, Meghalaya, and among the tribals of Assam. Now, the third largest religion in the region is Islam, which is mainly found in few districts of Assam. Now, again, Buddhism is also found in various districts or various places of Northeast India, particularly in two districts of Arunachal and one district each of Mizoram and Sikkim. As compared to the above religion, the presence of Sikh and Jain religion is negligible. And apart from all this, again, there are also tribal religion or traditional religion followed by many tribal people in the region. This is mainly found in Arunachal and Meghalaya, but they are also found in various parts of other states. Even in Manipur, traditional followers are found among the Zeliangrong communities, among the Pumai communities, and even among the other tribes of the state. Now, next point. There is also lack of awareness among mainland Indians. So whenever Northeast people travel to mainland India, they often face discrimination because of their Mongoloid looks or because of the different looks from the mainland people. These are some of the issues that we can discuss under the heading people. Now, under the heading economy, first, the role of donor. The central government of India has established Northeastern Council in 1971, the Department of Development of Northeastern Region in 2001, and finally a full-fledged ministry in 2004 called Ministry of Donor. This will mean to boost the economy of the region with a view to accomplish sustainable development. The donor had played an important role in the economic development of the region. In terms of infrastructure, the Northeastern region has one of the lowest infrastructure rate or infrastructure index in the country. For instance, the railway connection is mainly confined in Assam. Other states are hardly connected to railways. And besides, there are also not yet very well developed network of national highways. When we talk about industrial backwardness, the Northeast has very low level of industrial and economic development. though it has abundant forests or natural or human resources. There are many mineral resources like petroleum or coal and others. Tea and timbers and agriculture, horticulture products are also available in abundance, but industrial labor is still very backward. Moreover, the distribution of industries are also very much different because most of the industries are concentrated in Assam. Because of its backwardness, because of its geographical location or geographical isolation and all, the northeastern states are often given special category status. Most of the states in Northeast India has agriculture as the main sector or the primary sector of their economy. Still, many people practice slash and burn or shifting cultivation or even single crop farming, which results in low level of agricultural production. In terms of service sector, the northeastern states is doing very well. For example, it has a lot of potential for medical services, engineering, civil services, and many other services. Though industries are lacking, service sectors are doing very well in northeast sector. In terms of banking, most of the regions of Northeast are having very poor banking systems as compared to the population and the region. The proportion of banking facilities are still very less. And again, there is also absence of markets, especially for agriculturists. Though there are towns and cities in Northeast India, majority of the agriculturists or farmers could not take their products to the market. Now, natural resources. First, the northeastern states is very rich in natural resources. Natural resources include forest resources, mineral resources, water resources, and others. Moreover, the region has 1/3 of the country's total biodiversity. The region is also rich in terms of genetic and ecosystem diversity. There are many medicinal plants with international value. Besides this, the region also produces 50% of tea production and 20% of oil production of the country. Now, the northeastern states also has very high potential for hydro power. And there are also many large and medium rivers in the region. And the rivers in the northeastern region constitute 37% of river water of the country. Mining. In some parts of the region, mining and quarrying activities are taking place. For instance, mining of coal and limestone have a very significant place in Meghalaya and also some parts of Arunachal Pradesh. Now, forestry and logging. Forestry and logging industries are also found in some parts of the region, particularly in Nagaland. Of course, forest and logging is found almost in every state. Now, let's come to culture. The Northeast region is first a land of myths and legends. Since there are so many ethnic communities living together, there are also so many myths and legends and traditions in the region. There is also close cultural ties across border or even within the border. For instance, the Meiteis of Manipur and Ahoms of Assam have close cultural and ethnic linkages with the Sans of Upper Myanmar and Thais of Thailand. Similarly, the Nagas of Manipur and Nagaland have their relations across the border in Myanmar and the Chin Hills in Myanmar. Their origins can be traced even from central China. Again, the Khasis and Jaintias of Meghalaya have similarities in language and culture with the Mon Khmers of Cambodia, Thailand, and eastern Myanmar. Similarly, the Kukis and Mizos in India and Chins of Myanmar have close cultural ethnic affinities. They were often termed as Kuki Chin by colonial writers. This shows that the people of Northeast have close cultural ties within and even outside the region. Now, unity in diversity. The northeastern states are an example of unity in diversity in the true sense. In other words, it is a land with diversity. The northeastern states have distinct cultures and multiple ethnic groups. The region houses over 200 of the 635 tribal groups in the country. Out of about 635 tribal groups, 200 are found in the northeast. However, yes, there is also unity in diversity, there is also differences within. Meaning to say, there is also a lot of differences between one state and the other. For example, Sikkim, the smallest state in the area, is as small as 7,096 square kilometer, whereas Arunachal Pradesh, which covers the largest area, has as much as 83,743 square kilometers. Similarly, the density of population in Arunachal Pradesh is just 17, and in Assam it is 398. In literature, in industries, or you point out any factors, and all the states will not have the same figure. Now, strategic importance. The northeastern state is an epicenter of Southeast and beginning of Southeast Asia, meaning to say the Northeast region has a connectivity of its borders with countries like Bangladesh, Bhutan, China, Myanmar, and Nepal. Thus, the region is considered as the epicenter of South Asia with strategic hold by these nations. The region is also considered as the beginning of Southeast Asia. Whereas it is at the center of South Asia, it is also the beginning of Southeast Asia. Sometimes the northeastern states or the northeastern region is considered as an extension of Southeast Asia geographically. And again, the northeastern state is strategically important because considering the geostrategic location of the northeastern region, the region occupies a strategic place in India's foreign policy with its neighboring countries, particularly in terms of its national security. Meaning to say, since it is surrounded by so many foreign countries, particularly fragile states like Myanmar and to some extent Bangladesh, where ethnic armed groups are taking shelter in those countries, the northeastern states or the northeastern region as a whole occupies a very important place in India's defense system. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you learned something. In case, as I said in the beginning, if you miss something, you go back to the video, you stop it, and you can revise yourself. In the next lecture, we'll try to discuss about some of the traditional political institutions of Northeast India. Till then, take care.